Howdy ho there, neighbors. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pammy. Just kidding. My name is Edie. Today you can call me Pammy. Is there anything more American than Pamela Anderson's iconic red bathing suit? I whipped this up out of an old dress just about an hour ago. This wig has already given me a headache, but we're going to power through because we are America. Am I right? My bestie's daughter has gotten into watching Baywatch. I love it. I love that she's watching 90s shows. I'm going to talk her into watching 90210 from start to finish. I'm also toying with the idea of doing a second channel wherein I go through each and every episode of Beverly Hills 90210 from start to finish. You know, I feel like that would have been done had 90210, Beverly Hills 90210, the original, not those sad remakes that wanted to make me end it all. Had that been filmed in this day and age, I would certainly have been doing a weekly podcast. Think about the drama of it all. Think about the drama. Brenda and Dylan, Kelly, Brenda, Dylan, Donna Martin graduates, Brandon leaves, Antonia dies in Dylan's arms. I'm doing it. Okay, I don't even need your opinion, but I want it. Can you tell me if you'd watch that? Okay, let me put my shrug on. Don't want to offend anybody. Well, I'm still exposed, but it's fine. Okay. I am burning up because I was running in slow motion. If you want those photos and the footage, you got to come to my Instagram. Follow me. Why aren't you following me on Instagram? I don't know. I love you so much. Has anything embarrassing happened to you this week? We have a few things that we are going to look at today. A couple of candy things, and then a candy cultist who Jay Witt introduced me to. I had not heard of this individual. She's really cute though. She has beautiful skin. I love the way she does her makeup, and I like that her hands are kind of like mine. I don't want to my little pudgy fingers, and she was holding up her hands. And anytime I find like-handed people, I feel connected. But then she started talking about Candace. No, not about Candace, about Erika Kirk, but she was just like parroting Crazy Candy. So, okay, let's go over this awful clip of Candace talking about our United States military, the greatest military to have ever existed. Because America is the greatest country to have ever existed. Call me crazy. I think that we should implement some sort of law that says people like this, who hate our armed forces, who hate our police officers, right? They should just be put on a list so they will not be protected. That would go against everything America stands for, wouldn't it? Well, okay. Oh, before we do this, I do want to give you some good news. Jesus is Lord. He's not here. He is risen. Jesus Christ, who is God incarnate, born of a virgin, walked this earth sinless, tempted as we are, but never sinned, took a punishment on a cross, a horrible, horrific, brutal punishment that we are all worthy of, because we are all worthy of death and hell, because we are all sinners, and the wages of sin is death, and God is not a man that he should lie. But Jesus Christ laid down his life. It wasn't taken from him. Nobody took it from him. He laid it down. And he died upon a cross and was put in a tomb, and 3 days later, that tomb was empty. Because Jesus rose from the dead, and people testified to seeing him and talking to him, being with him. And they were willing to die for their testimonies of having seen and been with Jesus. And he ascended to the right hand of the Father, where he now reigns, and he's coming back soon. So, God is always good, even when things aren't. Jesus is Lord. There is only one God. He is the way, the truth, and the life, and no one gets to the Father but through him. Okay, let's jump into the first clip.
You know, if you want to honor Charlie, if you want to do something for Charlie, do not sign up for the United States military. Because I think that they had everything to do with what happened on September 10th. If you want to honor Charlie, don't give them your children. Don't give them any piece of your body. Like I was telling you a story about the person who's working for me. He's still in Russia, healing, knowing that he gave 12 years of his life and he can't even get an appointment. This is how they treat you, like toy soldiers. Don't be a part of the organ of people who would ever be involved in an operation to take out someone like Charlie Kirk in order to protect someone like Jeffrey Epstein. That is not a country worth saving. I mean, we're worth serving. You know that. Serve your own community, serve your family. serve your churches, make your community smaller, protect your neighborhoods, but don't protect that. Don't protect a global trafficking ring that murders people for knowing. That's my opinion.
The Freudian slip of it all, not a country worth saving. She hates the United States of America. She needs to be kicked out. We need to get her out. Get her out. Like, go. Oh, hey, Jackie. Okay. I wonder if I can. Jackie, I'll be done in about 20 minutes, but you won't see this until later. I love you so. Sorry. We're having dinner together tonight. We have dinner together lots of nights. So I had to call her real quick. Anyway. Ugh, first of all, her face. Secondly, go back to the UK with hubby. Or go back to Russia. I'm sure they will welcome you with open arms, Candace. Why are you here if you hate it? America haters need to leave America. How dare you take advantage of the freedoms and liberties that we have as American citizens, and then you say this about our military? You say this about the United States military? There is no honor in this woman. There is no honor or integrity, no moral compass, nothing. She's completely overrun with demons. She needs deliverance that only Jesus can give. She has not accepted Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior. No. She's accepted a religion, a man-made religion, wherein they twist scripture beyond recognition. But she does not know the living God. She doesn't have Holy Spirit conviction. She would not be able to say these foul things about our armed forces. How dare you? My grandfather was a veteran. My uncle is a veteran. My stepfather is a veteran. I know many, many people who have fought, who've lost a lot. Oh my goodness. My friend, her husband was on a submarine for like a year, and she has 4 kids. And she's been holding it down, missing him every day. That's excruciating. What these men and women sacrifice is excruciating, Candace. She's not had to sacrifice a darn thing in her life. How dare she? But for the men and women fighting for our country and the people protecting our country, we don't see the behind the scenes. We have no idea what's going on. She knows nothing of what's going on. It's a constant thing. Constant vigilance. Are there bad players? Yes. And she's one of them. I hope she gets sued beyond recognition. I hope that she has to live in a 1-bedroom. I do. And I pray for her and her children to grow up with this rhetoric, as she likes to say. Oh, wow. They're growing up to be America haters. But we got to pray for them. Chicks on the right say... I love them. They said they hope she has an entire gaggle of kids, so that one of them, they can't wait for the tell-all book. My time with Candy Graham. It's an honorable thing to serve this country. Okay? And you know what? They do it, real soldiers, real warriors. You know? They do it knowing that they may lose. That they may lose something, if not their lives. That they may come back injured. And they're willing to sign up because there's honor. That's something inside a person. Now, there are some people who join for the benefits and whatnot. I mean, still go through it. Still have to go through things that I couldn't even survive. Listen. I can't help anyone. Okay? I mean, I would get them all killed. Okay. It takes a certain kind of individual, and that is a God-given quality, to want to serve your country, to want to put your life at risk to serve your country, to protect the people. It's not just like they're serving a thing, right? A country is made up of members of our human race, American citizens that they're protecting. That is a big deal. And the sacrifices are many. And they don't do it for the benefit of it all. There are many things that one could do that would make them more money, get them better benefits, keep them a good schedule so that they could be with their family. There are many things that they could do, but somebody has to fight for us, and they're willing to do it. And shame on you, Candace. You should be, she has no shame though. So why do I say shame on you? She has no shame. She is a psychopath. She is a a malignant, narcissistic psychopath. I guess malignant narcissist is sufficient because there are elements of psychopathy within the malignancy of it all. Anyway, I want to say I couldn't believe my ears, but I could. It's just on par with her. Her character is at the bottom of the barrel. It's so shameful. She always wants to make fun of Gary from Paramount Tactical. How many tours has he done? How many people has he lost? And she has the nerve to mock him, to make accusations against him. But no, but the entire military as a unit, she's now accusing of conspiring against Charlie Kirk. I thought it was his wife, Candace. Okay, we're going to get to the part now where she wants to talk about Brian Harpole and the inspector gadgetation of it all. I have a question before we start, though. How is it, Candace, almost a year later, you haven't progressed in your investigation? You've had countless theories that haven't panned out, and now you want to go back to the exploding mic theory. So, okay. How have you not gotten further? You're not a very good investigator. I know you say you're good at puzzles, but you're really bad at it, actually. If I had all the intel that you claim to have, and all of the behind-the-scenes footage, everything that you've acquired, you can bet your bottom dollar. I would have solved this. I would have solved Kennedy. I would have solved any and all crimes if I had your resources. But you haven't solved a darn thing. You're just here talking, now warning people because you're pregnant. And you're violent when you're pregnant, apparently, because you're pregnant with a boy now. I know many a mother who've had beautiful children. My sister-in-law being one of them, had 2 boys. And sweet as can be. I mean, the hormones of it all, yeah, that'll get to you. But she was never violent. I want to know why we don't see it on the news. Another pregnant woman with male child arrested. Why don't we see that? Another prego murder spree. I don't ever see it. I don't ever see it. Okay.
Legendary inspector gadget finding. We did it ourselves. We can blow up that image and rotate it as well and put it side by side with the Rode Mike's UBS icon. So that really is something I do feel like this is what we have to do. We have to get really molecular to close this case. I do believe firmly that it was Charlie's Rode Mike bits that were shattered all over the car floor. And by the way, you guys were so in the weeds on this that I even had opticians emailing me to inform me that it was not possible for it to be sunglasses on the ground. The emails were like, hey, I don't know if you know this about sunglasses, but they're actually not allowed to shatter like that. There's a whole process in how they're created because obviously they are covering people's eyes, so they cannot create them in a circumstance in which they might shatter and glass would get all over people's eyes, which is why, generally speaking, you know, if you break your sunglasses, if you break your glasses, they maybe crack or...
You know what? I can't listen to her talk. She goes on to say, she plays the clip of Brian Harpole with that weird guy that he's lost his mind as well. The interview that he gave saying that, you know, they went into the emergency room. He was on top of Charlie. He cut his shirt off. She was trying to debunk all of that. She created an entire narrative that he cut his shirt off to hide the evidence. She's crazy. She's an actual lunatic. Oh, take a screenshot of that, Edie. Stuff. I know. Who's calling me? Candace, shut up! Oh, sunglasses don't shatter? Oh my gosh. Let me tell you a story about Edie's sunglasses. This is back when I only had like 1 pair of prescription sunglasses, so they were important to me. Oh my God. They were so important. And I had just gotten Missy a couple of months earlier, and she had those baby teeth, you know, tiny dagger puppy teeth of hers, and she destroyed everything in the house. But I thought that these would be safe on the nightstand because she was the size of my fist. Oh, well, I woke up one day to go to work, and because I'm blind, I was like, what is that in the floor? What is that in the floor? This crumpled, crinkled object with little specks of pepper everywhere. What is that? And as I got closer, now, I don't even know how she did. It was like malice. You know, she did it with malice, this puppy did. I envisioned her throwing them in the air and then, you know, like throwing her body on them. That's the condition of the sunglasses. I didn't even know plastic could, it's like she was breathing fire on them. The way the plastic had moved, you know, the arms of the glasses. And there were no lenses left. That was the specks of pepper that I was seeing, were the fragments of the lenses. So I don't know what optician emailed you, probably the optician for the Muppets, because sunglasses can shatter. Is it glass? It can shatter. You work it hard enough, it can shatter. Listen, if a 2-pound Shih Tzu can wreak havoc on a pair of prescription sunglasses, I mean, she did that to hurt me. She actually did that. And honey, a grown, tall giant of a man stepping with force on a pair of sunglasses can, yes, shatter them. Like, make up a better lie. Just be better at lying. You suck at it. You suck at it. Oh, she's so foul. You lunatic. And, you know, she did a depiction of them in the car. She's so gross. She's just so malignant. And had the nerve to, like, draw, you know, the crime scene. Charlie was there, but he was like a white crime scene sketch. How dare you? Not only did you get off on watching his murder video over and over and over and over and over, but you don't even have any, like, there's no empathy or sadness, no emotion at all coming from you, Candace, when you're talking about your best friend's last moments. Can you guys comment and let me know if you remember seeing that video? If you didn't see the video, God bless you. Please don't look it up. Please don't look it up. You will regret it. I regret it. I didn't know that I was about to watch it. I've said it before, I say it again. I was like, surely they would not put anything graphic on Instagram when I get banned for just showing my clavicle and décolleté. Oh, but it was there, and I regret seeing it. It was so awful. I could cry just talking about it. The way his body contorted and his hands and just the fountain of blood pouring from his neck. And you said it didn't get over his, it didn't get on his shirt. It was gushing from his neck. Did you not see the footage, Candace, of them carrying him and he was just covered in blood? Oh my gosh, it was awful. That was a young, beautiful, gorgeous husband and father who was dead. And look at her, look at her. This is her talking about it. She is a sadist. She loves everything about it. She is happy that he is gone. She's happy that he died that way. She wants to see it over. That's probably her screensaver on her laptop. I'm not kidding. She's foul. Foul. I hope. Oh, my word. I can't wait for this lawsuit to play out with Brian Harpole. I can't wait. She's just now accused him of tampering with evidence. She's an idiot. Just asking questions and just giving my opinion in the United States of America because people fight for my freedom to have freedom of speech. I believe she had a hand in it for sure. For sure. Let's get to her minion.
So, what are the contradictions I found when it comes to Erika Kirk? Do you guys all remember that when Charlie Kirk first passed away, there were rumors that Erika Kirk was pregnant with Charlie's child? That rumor added another layer of tragedy to an already tragic situation, and some people were hoping that it was true because that would have been something sweet to come out of a very bitter situation. And Megyn Kelly even asked Erika about this. Now, on a side note, did you know that Megyn Kelly is a lawyer? So apparently her and Erika Kirk have that in common. woman.
And you're currently pursuing a PhD in education as though it's not enough that you're already a lawyer. At some point, do you think you're ever going to be intimidating to Charlie? Do you think you're going to get an edge on him?
No.
No?
I'm collecting the degrees for the family.
Just another untrue statement that I wanted to slip in there. But anyway, back in November of 2025, during their onstage interview, Megyn Kelly asked Erika about the possibility of being pregnant before Charlie's death. Take a look.
You have 2 kids,
2 precious babies.
and you told me this in private, but how many kids did you guys want to have?
We wanted to have 4. Yeah. And I was praying to God that I was pregnant when he got murdered.
Oh, wow. I thought of that once. Just like whether it was meant to be or whether
I know.
we'd get news like that.
I was like, oh goodness, that would be the ultimate blessing out of this catastrophe. So now when I see young couples, I tell them, please, like, don't put it off. Especially if you're a young woman, don't put it off. You can always have a career. You can always, go back to work. You can never just go back to having children. And they grow so fast and so quickly, but I was praying, both of us were. We were really excited to just expand our family.
So in that interview, Erika said that she was praying that she was pregnant and that she and Charlie were planning on having 4 children. However, earlier in 2025, when doing an interview with Sage Steele, Erika said this.
How old is the baby now?
I have a 2-year-old and a 7-month-old.
7 months. 2 years, 7 months. Oh, you're in it, girl. You guys aren't done, are you?
We might have one more.
Okay.
I'm kind of torn. The only reason why I'm torn is because I had C-sections for both. So I'm
Okay.
like, how many more
Physically.
times does Charlie need to see my organs?
So when talking to Sage Steele, she didn't seem particularly enthusiastic about having more children. However, with Megyn Kelly, she cried, saying that she was hoping that she was pregnant when Charlie Kirk had passed away and that they were planning on having 2 more children. It is possible that between filming that Sage Steele interview and between the time that Charlie Kirk had passed away, that in that time frame, Erika changed her mind. It's also possible that Erika Kirk is an emotional asset and she says things with the sole purpose of evoking sympathy. I don't know the answer, but she did contradict herself.
Oh my word. Shocker. Somebody changed their mind, or maybe she just didn't want to put her business out there with Sage Steele. Like, who the heck is Sage Steele to Erika Kirk? You don't need to know everything that goes on in the bedroom or their plans for a family. We don't know their lives. We don't know Erika's life. And by the way, you can change your mind so fast about a baby. You know how badly I want a baby of my own? I want a little fat baby with little fat feet so that I can bite them. Okay? I used to be hardcore against, I don't want a baby. That's what I said. I don't want a baby. That was all by the grace of God. I wasn't supposed to have a baby. Now I want one. I will find a way to have one. Maybe I might go to one of those banks. I want a baby. And you know what? My desire to have a child over the last 6 months, just 6 months, has grown enormously. I don't know why. It's just something. It's just something. And many women feel that way. Okay. And she didn't say we were planning on having 4. We wanted to have 4. We wanted to have 4. We don't know the conversations that she had with Charlie. You idiot. The emotional asset phrase, girl, this is Candace. This is Candace 2.0 right there. She and Candace are speaking together. They're speaking to each other. An emotional asset. You don't need to say that Erika is being pushed to prompt an emotional response. She don't got to be pushed to do that. We all watched her husband die. It's quite normal. Well, it's for normal humans with brain functioning humans to already feel emotional towards her, to feel empathy, sadness, compassion, a want and need to defend and protect her because she's vulnerable. She's a widow. You fool. Oh my gosh. I can't with these people. You know? It's been almost a year. You guys realize that? It's almost been a year and we've had to deal with this nonsense. But just imagine being Erika, having to hear that you killed your husband, that you wanted him dead, that you're happy that he's dead. Just imagine that. And then imagine being everybody at TPUSA. Nobody is safe. No one is safe. The Jews. This really bothered me today. But you know what makes it better? This outfit. And the fact that July 4th is coming up. I can't talk about these people anymore. They have no joy. And they're not going to rob me of mine. Huh? You know? Girls, if you are having trouble in your life, I encourage you to go buy a wig. And some wig shop contacts, and then do your makeup real fun and find a costume. You know, just go thrifting and grab a few things. Go to their shoes. You know how many excellent pairs of shoes that you guys should see the pair of boots that I bought for $7.99 from Goodwill. Fuchsia leopard. The associate said, "Who's going to wear these?" I said, "What?" I got to go. My Jackie is arriving soon from 50 feet away because she lives next door. But I will see you maybe tomorrow. Not sure. Maybe we'll do a live. But I love you very much. And God is always good, even when these people aren't. Pray for them. Okay. Bye. I don't know. That's just my new sign off. Okay. I hate myself.